Thursday night, college basketball, Big Ten Conference play. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. I'm going to take a look at the Wisconsin Badgers versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers at Williams Arena in Minneapolis. A very surprising line probably to many, as the Golden Gophers opened up as 5-point home favorites. That number has remained in the market while there is some 4.5s popping up, while the total has made a downward move from 119 to 118 in the betting market. When you look at the Wisconsin Badgers, they come in on a 3-game win streak. Their last 2 overtime victories, including a 65-62 thriller as 2-point home underdogs against the Michigan Wolverines. The total, they've gone over the total in all 3 of those contests, and it's been very close margins for this team during conference play. 8 of 11 Big Ten games for the Badgers this year, decided by 6 points or less. The first meeting is included in that group, 45-44 victors over the Golden Gophers as 3.5-point home favorites earlier this year. That one went under the total of 125. The main storyline of that game, they held the Golden Gophers without a field goal make in the last 3 minutes and 53 seconds of that game. Definitely a live betting statistic when I was handicapping this game, that there's a very good chance, just like almost every college basketball game, but especially with these two teams, that the team with the lead, with 5 minutes remaining in this one, is more than likely going to come away with the victory. When you look at the Badgers, one of the key statistics that we've nailed on a few times previously this year, they are 14-0 when shooting a higher percentage than their opponent, 3-7 when failing to do so. Why do I bring that up again? They only shoot 39% from the field away from home this year. Minnesota is one of the better shooting teams on its home floor, knocking down 47.6% of their field goal tries. When you look at the Golden Gophers, it is surprising that they're favored by this number due to the fact that they are 2-6 in their last 8 games. That includes a 57-53 setback to the Illinois Fighting Illini as 8.5-point home favorites, and they've gone under the total in 5 of those 6 contests. 4-16 in the last 20 meetings against the Badgers, but it is important to note that 3 of those 4 victories have come on this home floor. They've only won once when traveling up to Madison. They've only averaged 52.5 points per game and losing the last 4 games in this series, but 3 of those took place at Wisconsin. I think they win this game in the paint. They lead the conference in block shots and offensive rebounding. I think that they're going to get some easy buckets underneath, especially with Wisconsin maybe a little dragged after 2 overtime games coming into this one. And also the fact that the Gophers are 6-2 ATS in the last 8 meetings in the series. So I'm going to feel pretty confident in laying the number here, especially when I anticipate a good amount of the action landing on the road underdog. So my official pick on this game is the Minnesota Golden Gophers -4.5 versus the Wisconsin Badgers on Thursday night. You can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports for any future information on this game or any other on the college basketball board. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com.